Okay, in previous videos we've talked about how to set up your Excel spreadsheet for your part-time job, and we worked out how to get a weekly total. Now what I'm going to do is show you how to use this piece of information along with some others and make a budget for your total income over various time periods. So let's go to income now. What I want to do is put in some information here. So there's some information that we're told in the PSMT. For example, youth allowance as a weekly rate is paid at $220 per week. It literally says it on the PSMT. It says it actually in here. If we open it up, you can see this information, and there it is. Close that one down. You can see this information right here, receive youth allowance of $220 per week. So that's good to know. There's a few other details here that we're going to use later on as well. So be mindful that that information is there and we're going to use it. Let's go back to our budget now. So I put the $220 per week in there. Okay, that's one thing. I've also got money coming from my part-time job. Now that's over here. It says that that is paid per week. Now I can just write that number in, but I can also do something else. I'm going to show you a trick. Go to my income, and I want to use that number here. So I'm going to go equals. Without doing anything else, just click on the other sheet and then click on that value, and the dots come around, like the moving line comes around the outside. All I do now is hit enter, and there it is. That's really good for me because if any of this changes, this number will automatically change. And because this number will automatically change, anything else I do will automatically change based on that. That's the whole reason we use Excel, is because it's flexible and we don't have to redo the whole thing just because we got one thing wrong. Okay, let's do a subtotal now. So my subtotal is going to be those other two values added up. So you can do auto sum, or you guys probably know now that you can just do sum. And I want to add these two values, hit enter, there we go, it's done. I could have also gone auto sum. Remember that one? Auto sum, and it gives me the same thing. Okay. That's to do it for weekly. Now, forget about tax paid in total yet. We haven't done that, but we will get there. Let's have a look at how to do this fortnightly. So that's a weekly amount for both of those. Let's do fortnightly. A fortnight is 2 weeks, so I've got to take my amount per week. And remember, that means I want to multiply by 2. And multiply, you'll remember, is an asterisk. So that's shift 8, asterisk. Shift 8, asterisk. Multiplied by 2. So that number, D4, multiplied by 2, hit enter. And 440, so double 220 is 440. Again, what if it wasn't 220? What if it was 221? Well, then it changes the number. So 220, 440. We'll do the same thing here. All I've got to do now is that. And now that cell, you can see up here, is D5 times 2. So it's this cell times 2. Look at that. Awesome. Now we want a subtotal as well. So I'm going to go equals sum these numbers, and I add them up. Okay. Now monthly is a bit tricky. Monthly is not 4 weeks. That is inaccurate. A month can be anywhere from 28 days, which is 4 weeks, up to 31 days, which is actually a week and a half. It becomes inaccurate. It's nearly 5 weeks in the long months. So we've really got to look at a different way of doing that. The way I'm going to show you is to do yearly first. Now yearly can be done a few different ways. You can either go equals weekly times 52, but that will be inaccurate. Close, but not correct. You can do fortnightly. Oops. You can do fortnightly times 26, but again that will be a little bit inaccurate, not as correct as possible. What we're going to do is take the week, divide it by 7 to get 1 day, and then multiply by 365. So equals a week divided by 7 multiplied by 365. Now, if it was a leap year, I'd multiply by 366. If you want to average this out, you can multiply by 365.25, and that will work in every year with some inaccuracy. So there's a little bit of leeway here. I'm sorry, it's just the calendar that we've got. I don't know why people invented months with different days. It's a bit crazy. That's how it is. And that's how we get it. So that's our year. And remember, I can do that for the one below as well by just dragging. And it does it for this one. Okay. Now, a month is not 4 weeks, but it is a 12th of a year. So if we cut a year by 12, we should get a rough monthly amount. So I want to go equals year divided by 12, and I get this number. Copy that into that cell and I get this. Okay, let's put those, auto sum those, and that's where I'm standing. Got my youth allowance, got my part-time job, and that's how it works. That's my budget for this, apparently. It's quite a lot of money, to be honest. I think we're going to do quite well paying for this flight. Don't forget to format your cells. Highlight all of them. These ones are already money, but we're going to change all of them to money now, so we'll just click on the $sign. There we go. And that's how to start setting up your budget. There's more to it in the coming videos.